organizing this occasion to discuss. I'm very happy to be here because, well, I'm just a PhD student, and at the end of my PhD and in the past months, I really tried to conceptualize what I observed using a lot of Balibar. So here I just will be quick. Yeah, I was supposed to speak in French, but apparently it's better to speak in English. And I wanted to focus in particular on a question arising in my PhD, and so the relation between the individuals, so the people that we consider having rights, and the others, these rights are denied. And so the solidarity movement between people having rights and people not having the same rights. I think a first questioning has been answered because we just say there is always a kind of power relations that remains in these relations, and that we cannot really eliminate. But so my question was also about how we can think this concept of solidarity that I observed in my field work, and specifically, so the solidarity of humanitarians or people in solidarity with migrants at the borders, and if we can really consider so this solidarity as something that, yes, there is always a power relations, but something that can really go beyond to build a struggle to change the domination powers and violence against migrants. And also, how can we think this relation between activity and passivity in this particular context and the acts of solidarity? Because I see a transformation. What I observed in my field work was a kind of surprising, because we have all these theories about humanitarians, the domination power of humanitarians and migrants, but I have a lot of observations and interviews saying other things. Like, for example, I only quote the words of a volunteer saying that this is not an act of charity, this is an act of justice. So I just want to stop here because we have not much time, but I wanted to question so the solidarity. Can we think about solidarity as a universalistic concept that we can maybe, I don't know, relate to hospitality or to the cosmopolitanism in the whole, because maybe also liberty and yeah.
So how do we proceed? I reply now, or?
Yes, and then we are going to do all the other questions in block.
Okay, so I reply now.
Yes, and then the next one.
And then the next three questions together?
Then all the other questions.
All the other questions?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Marta. Just a quick preliminary reaction to your acknowledgement of what had been said by me and others, and by Mundo, about power relations never to be to disappear completely. This might be heard, perhaps, in some context, as a kind of cautious, prudent reformism. Don't hope, don't even try to eliminate all power relations because this is impossible. Humans there are different ways of saying that. Foucault undoubtedly marked a break in the history of all these discussions by introducing on the kind of Nietzschean background the idea that power as such is an essential ingredient of human relations. As we know, he introduced it first to explain that where there is power, there is always resistance. And in fact, without resistance, there will also not be power. And then to introduce the important idea that to change power relations also involves changing oneself. So in any case, my reason for saying that was not that I would say give up the principle, the idea of cancelling or not reversing is not a good image, but abolishing certain forms of domination, even if they have existed for centuries and millennia. So patriarchic, but not it was just on the contrary. It was just a way to avoid the idea that there will be some sort of end of history, perfect moment of community or solidarity, because we don't know, in fact, which forms of power may crystallize at this or that moment in the form of hierarchy and exclusions. And therefore, there's no end. That is not to say that the conflict with existing forms of power, which are also forms of injustice or intolerable forms of injustice, ought not to be conducted in a radical manner. And now, of course, here another idea comes to the discussion, which is the one that with all their huge differences, such thinkers as Jacques Rancière on one side and Gilles Deleuze on the other side have expressed. Namely, it's a difficult idea, namely the idea that it's anti-Marxist in a sense. If you believe that there exists some process of internal transformation, perhaps negation of negation, that begins with servitude, like that, or inequality, and that in the end will lead to its reward. So it's how you never reach that goal. The only way to find equality is to take equality for granted. This is Rancière's point with you as your axioms, including in the most unlikely situation, which is the pedagogic situation of teaching, etc. And Deleuze said something like this: revolutions or insurrections are not processes which lead in the end to a liberation. They are processes which arise from the fact that people collectively have liberated themselves from the kind of subjection or submission to which they were. So if liberation is not there at the beginning, it will never be there at the end. Now, as for your considerations on humanitarian actions and charity, and as opposed to justice, I completely agree with you, and I see with despair, of course, in Greece today, but also in many other places in the world, that was a political praxis consciously implemented by governments out of cowardice on one side and interest, of course, on the other side, which pushes citizens of our countries not only towards hostility, but to a situation where solidarity becomes impossible. Of course, this is extremely short-sighted and dangerous, because making solidarity possible, therefore, actions based on the idea of justice, and not just based on the idea that we ought to be compassionate, does not lead to a kind of more or less stable equilibrium in which the borders are closed, more or less, and the humanitarian problems are pushed outside. It leads to the development of situations of extreme violence at the borders, and these borders are increasingly eating the space and the territory around them. It's not the case that we have good xenophobic citizens. It's the case that we have violent racists in society, not just push back the migrants, attack co-citizens. I'm not it's just not very.